She's shaking like jelly.
Here we go. Let's go, Ice. Let's go, Ice.
It's getting dirty.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Here we
You
go.
want the guapo, I just want the Freddy.
Here we go. Yeah. Let's go, Ice. What you say?
Where did Ice Spice's career and her curves go? Once crowned as the rap princess, her rise seemed unstoppable. With viral hits like Munch, a collaboration with Nicki Minaj, and even sharing the stage with Taylor Swift, Ice Spice became one of the most talked about newcomers in the industry. But her appeal wasn't just about music. It was her signature look that helped her stand out in the crowded rap game. Then came the shocking change. Fans started noticing her weight loss, rumored to be linked to Ozempic, a medication trending for rapid weight reduction. Unlike many celebs who gained praise for slimming down, her transformation sparked backlash. Her body had been a major part of her brand, and losing it seemed to change how people viewed her. But the shift wasn't just physical. Around this time, Ice found herself caught in controversy. A leaked text exchange from her ex-best friend, Baby Storm, revealed Ice speaking negatively about Nicki Minaj. This cost her the loyalty of Nicki's fan base, leading to a sharp decline in her streaming numbers. Now let's break down how these changes snowballed, dragging her career from the spotlight to near obscurity. To understand Ice Spice's fall, we first need to revisit her rise to stardom. Back in 2023, Ice Spice burst onto the scene with her breakout hit, Munch. The song's catchy hook and unapologetic confidence quickly made it a viral sensation, dominating TikTok trends and securing her a spot in the playlists of fans worldwide. For a newcomer, Ice had something unique. She wasn't just another rapper trying to make it big. Her Bronx roots and standout looks made her an instant favorite in a crowded industry. But it wasn't just Munch that pushed her forward. Collaborations with major artists took her career to the next level. Partnering with Nicki Minaj on Princess Diana remix was a game changer, not only cementing her place in the industry but also giving her the stamp of approval from a rap icon. And who could forget her surprise feature on Taylor Swift's Karma remix? Teaming up with Swift opened Ice to an entirely new audience and showcased her versatility. Her success wasn't just about the music either. Ice's brand deals started rolling in. From partnerships with Ivy Park to a lucrative collaboration with Nike, she became a fashion industry darling, attending major events like the Met Gala, where her bold look turned heads and solidified her place as a rising star. Grammy nominations soon followed, marking her as not just a social media phenomenon, but a respected artist. It seemed Ice Spice was unstoppable, riding high on her unique image, relatable personality, and growing portfolio of achievements. But as quickly as she rose, cracks in her foundation began to show, and it all ties back to the very thing that made her famous: image. Rumors of Ice Spice's weight loss started coming, and fans couldn't help but wonder, was it all natural? Many pointed to the rising trend of celebrities using Ozempic, a medication initially intended to treat diabetes but often used off-label for rapid weight loss. While Ice never confirmed these allegations, the timing of her physical transformation left little room for doubt in the minds of her followers.
We've all heard of Ozempic face, but it is a real thing. It's not just Ozempic face, it's also Ozempic body. And this comes from people who kind of think of Ozempic as a shortcut, where they will lose weight rapidly and don't realize that they're losing lean muscle mass, not just fat. And losing muscle mass and fat rapidly will cause sagging of the skin and deflation.
Ozempic had already become a hot topic in Hollywood. Its ability to deliver quick results made it a go-to for celebrities under pressure to maintain a certain appearance, but for Ice Spice, the effects seemed to backfire. Her once iconic figure, celebrated as thick as a bowl of oats, had been a part of her brand. Fans loved her for embracing her natural curves, seeing her as a relatable figure in an industry that often prioritizes unattainable beauty standards. When Ice's new look emerged, it wasn't met with praise but confusion. Her core audience, who had supported her for being herself, felt alienated. Critics argued that her weight loss clashed with the image she had built. Social media users began sharing before and after photos, comparing her original look to her new one, with many expressing disappointment that she seemed to abandon what made her stand out. This shift didn't just affect her public perception, it had an effect on her career. The appeal of Ice's music had always been intertwined with her image. When the curves disappeared, so did a significant portion of her fan base. As followers unfollowed and streams declined, Ice faced the harsh reality of how unforgiving the industry and her audience could be. The irony was clear. The very thing that had made her rise so meteoric was now playing a role in her fall. It was a reminder of how fragile fame can be, especially when it hinges on something as subjective and ever-changing as public image. When her physical transformation became a focal point, it overshadowed the music that had been her strength, creating a domino effect that pushed her career into a downward trend. And just when things couldn't get worse, a betrayal came to light that shocked the industry. Baby Storm leaked alleged text messages where Ice Spice was seen trash-talking Nicki Minaj. The messages painted Ice as ungrateful and two-faced, accusing her of undermining the very person who had been a key ally in her rise to fame. This revelation sent shockwaves through Nicki Minaj's loyal fan base. Known for their support and swift takedowns of anyone who crosses their idol, the Barbs quickly turned on Ice. Social media platforms were flooded with hashtags calling out her disloyalty, and within days, her streaming numbers took a hit. This went on for several days, and sometimes all night long, to the point where she and TNMC were apparently putting all of their eggs in one basket. Many fans who had initially rooted for Ice now viewed her as untrustworthy, and the betrayal created a domino effect. Ice attempted to mitigate the damage by issuing a public apology, but it only made things worse. Her statement came off as insincere to many, with critics claiming she was more concerned about her career than genuinely mending her relationship with Nicki. The backlash was swift, with people pointing out that her success had been built on collaborations and support from bigger names. Burning bridges with Nicki wasn't just a bad look, it was career suicide. The fallout left Ice isolated within the industry. Other artists seemed hesitant to collaborate with her, fearing backlash from Nicki's camp or her. This marked a turning point where Ice Spice went from being one of rap's most promising new faces to a cautionary tale of what not to do in the music business.
I like this. That's tough.
You know Central C is single, by the way.
Desperate to claw her way back into the spotlight, Ice made some messy choices. One of the most notable was her PR relationship with UK rapper Central C. Initially, the pairing generated buzz, with fans talking about a genuine connection. But it quickly unraveled when Central C's ex Maddie entered the picture. Maddie took to TikTok, posting an emotional breakdown about the situation. In her videos, she accused Ice of being disrespectful and manipulative, claiming that the relationship was nothing more than a stunt to boost Ice's visibility. Ice's response, liking shady tweets and indirectly dismissing Maddie's feelings, only fueled the drama. Instead of earning sympathy or attention, the stunt backfired, making Ice appear calculated and out of touch. And then there was Y2K, her highly anticipated album that many hoped would be her comeback. Instead, it became another disaster. Fans had high expectations, especially after the success of her earlier projects, but Y2K failed to deliver. The concept, meant to pay homage to early 2000s culture, felt forced and poorly executed. Critics slammed the production quality and uninspired lyrics, comparing it to her debut EPs, which had felt raw and authentic. Sales numbers reflected this disappointment. The album debuted far lower on the charts than anticipated, and streaming numbers failed to match even her least successful singles. Fans and critics questioned whether Ice's team had rushed the project in a bid to capitalize on her remaining buzz. Whatever the reason, Y2K became a symbol of her decline.
Something I'm a huge fan of from the Y2K era is John Galliano from Dior. I was wearing that in my Y2K cover art too. Today, I wore this from John Galliano, Dior. This 8. I'm really excited for you guys to see that. Oh, this. So cute. Ate that.
As if public ridicule wasn't enough, Ice Spice's financial troubles quickly became the next big talking point. Known for her love of luxury, Ice had been spotted flaunting designer bags, high-end jewelry, and expensive vacations throughout her rise to fame. At first, these purchases were seen as a well-earned celebration of her success. But as her income began to crumble, her spending habits started raising eyebrows. Rumors said that much of her wealth had been drained by lavish shopping sprees and costly lifestyle choices. Reports also claim that a significant portion of her finances was going toward personal expenses, including the controversial use of Ozempics. This alleged addiction to weight loss not only drew criticism, but also became a costly burden, with some insiders estimating she spent thousands on maintaining her slimmed-down appearance. The financial strain became evident in other ways. Industry insiders began whispering that Ice was quietly being dropped by key sponsors who once clamored to work with her. High-profile collaborations with brands like Ivy Park and Skims allegedly came to an end as her public image faltered. Without these lucrative deals to fall back on, her income stream shrank significantly. Even within the music industry, it seemed like her peers were stepping back. Artists who once supported her started to distance themselves. Producers and collaborators began looking elsewhere for partnerships, leaving Ice without the strong industry backing she had enjoyed during her peak. This combination of excessive spending and a shrinking support system painted a grim picture. Fans couldn't help but speculate, was Ice's fall inevitable due to her rapid rise, or did her decisions seal her fate? The public has spoken, and their verdict isn't pretty. Fans have debated the reasons behind Ice's dramatic decline. Some pointed fingers at her talent, claiming that her initial success was more about catchy beats and viral moments than true artistry. Others blamed her obsession with changing her image, arguing that her weight loss alienated the very audience that had loved her for being unapologetically herself. Social media comments were filled with people lamenting the loss of the thick as a bowl of oats persona that made her so relatable and fun. One scathing critique came from a music blogger who noted Ice Spice had the world in her hands, but she let the pressure to conform to industry standards ruin what made her unique. The fans didn't abandon her, she abandoned herself. Still, some fans defended her, suggesting that the relentless scrutiny from the media and public played a role in her downfall. We build them up just to tear them down. Ice is a victim of the same system that made her a star, one fan wrote on Twitter. Ice Spice's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of relying on an image over talent and how quickly the industry can turn its back. But now I want to hear from you. Was her weight loss the real reason for her decline, or was this fall inevitable? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to check out this next story. It's even messier than this one.